All right, we're going to call the meeting of the Board of Public Works to order on October 23rd, 2025. Ms. Edwards, would you please call the roll?
Commissioner Gregg?
Here.
Commissioner Espedia?
Here.
Mayor Donches?
Here?
And we're missing Commissioner Shea, and Commissioner Lemon is out tonight.
Okay.
And we have Alderman O'Brien and Alderman O'Dowd here.
All right. First item is item 2. Commissioner Gregg.
I was just going to point out what the changes
Okay.
were, why it's a goldenrod agenda.
Okay, go ahead.
So I wanted to draw your attention to a couple of changes, and that's why you have a goldenrod agenda. Under wastewater, motion C was removed. We still have some work to do on that contract. We've added motion B under solid waste. And also under the fleet department, on motion A, we've just added a bond to this, because this is, will be funded through a bond. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
All right, so we're looking at the new agenda.
Correct. So Claire gave you a new agenda that you should follow, yes.
Commissioner Gregg.
So would I say the agenda is submitted just because it's a new one, when I motion to approve it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I motion to approve the agenda as amended and submitted.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next, item 3, Commissioner Espedia.
Move to approve the minutes of the Board of Public Works meeting of September 30th, 2025.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have public comment. Is there any member of the public who would like to address any of the items on today's agenda? No one is here. So we'll move to wastewater. Item A, Commissioner Gregg.
I motion to approve the user warrants as presented.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have item B, Commissioner Espedia.
Move to approve the contract with TC Control Group of Oxford, Massachusetts for the purchase and installation of gas monitoring safety equipment through wastewater treatment facility in an amount not to exceed $400,879. Funding will be through Department 169 Wastewater Fund, worth account classification 81 Capital.
All right, and Commissioner Shea arrived at 4:03. The motion now is item B under wastewater. Any discussion or questions?
Dave Boucher, wastewater superintendent.
Oh, yes, please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor.
Plenty of questions.
The wastewater facility has several buildings on site. They're multi-level buildings that receive processed water through them. We have a gas monitoring system in most of these buildings. They are at their end of their life expectancy. So this motion is to purchase all new controllers, sensors, and alarms, and also the cost of the installation. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Anybody? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Motion passes. We're on to the street department. Item A, Commissioner Shea.
I move to approve the purchase of winter road salt from Granite State Minerals of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Eastern Minerals Incorporated of Chelsea, Mass. In the amount of $545,000. Funding will be through Department 161 Streets, Fund General, Account Classification 61, Supplies and Materials.
Mr. Ibarra.
John Ibarra, Superintendent of Street Department. This is our annual rock salt purchase. We're looking to award this through the motion to Granite State Minerals, who won the state bid again this year. So we're piggybacking on that state contract. Happy to answer any questions.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Solid Waste Department, item A, Commissioner Gregg.
A motion to approve the contract with J. Bates and Son of LLC of Clinton, Mass. in the amount of $379,120 for the construction of the 2025 landfill gas collection system expansion project. Funding will be through Department 168 Solid Waste Fund Bond Activity Landfill Gas Expansion.
Jeff LaFleur, Superintendent of Solid Waste. So this is our annual or semi-annual gas collection expansion to capture all the methane that's up in the landfill. We're up at a decent height that we projected that we should put some in some gas collection to help mitigate any odors or emissions to the atmosphere.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Motion passes. Item B, Commissioner Spezia.
Move to approve the contract with Sanborn Head and Associates of Bedford, New Hampshire, in the amount of $324,100 to providing engineering oversight of the Four Hills landfill. I pronounce that Leach it?
Leach it.
Perfect. Leach it, PFAS removal and destruction pilot test. Funding will be through Department 168 Solid Waste Fund Grant Activity PFAS Pilot Program.
Jeff LaFleur, Superintendent of Solid Waste. So I'm sure you guys remember a few months ago, I came forward asking to accept some grant money from the state of New Hampshire. We had to secure an engineer that was qualified to do the work and help us go through this pilot program. Sanborn Head came out way on top of everything. They're experts in this field, so we decided to go with them, and they're going to do the work with us throughout the pilot program.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
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 Motion passes.
Thank you.
Item C, excuse me, we've completed wastewater, so now we'll go to the fleet department. I think Mr. Rush is here. Item A, Commissioner Shea.
I move to approve the purchase of one 624 P-tier John Deere wheeled loader from United Construction and Forestry for the total purchase price of $399,800. Additionally, approve the purchase and installation of a radio system in an amount not to exceed $5,000. Funding will be through Department 161 Streets, Fund Bond Activity, DPW Street Truck and Loader.
Good evening, Michael Rush, Fleet Superintendent. This is a scheduled purchase. As corrected on your sheets, it is a bond purchase. It is going to replace our 2016 Caterpillar wheeled loader that we currently use at the street department. This is used year-round for different projects throughout the city. It has a couple of quick attachments to move manhole covers and structures and those large plates you see in the road. It's also going to be equipped with a snow fighter package, plow and wing, to use in our snow operations when we need it for that. It is worth noting, it did come in under budget, and there is a trade-in. We're going to trade one of our backline loaders towards this purchase. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have on this scheduled purchase.
Anyone? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next communication is, or excuse me, the next item is B, Commissioner Gregg.
Motion to approve the purchase of two 2026 Ford F-350 four-wheel drive trucks from Grapponi Ford for the price of $91,436 each. Pricing for this purchase will be off the New Hampshire State bid contract. Additionally, approve the purchase and installation of radio system in an amount not to exceed $5,000. Funding will be through Department 177 Parks Fund Trust Activity CERT.
Michael Rush, Fleet Superintendent. This purchase is to replace two older vehicles in the Park Department. These trucks are equipped with maintenance bodies on them, and they service all the parks all around the city, for pools, swing sets, sprinkler systems, and other maintenance tasks that may need to be completed. They're also equipped with a plow package to assist in winter operations. Happy to answer any questions you have on this scheduled purchase.
Commissioner, you first.
Yeah, just a question around the current, because it's obviously meant to replace them. Those are going to be traded in?
These two units will be moved to the back line. We did take quite a few park vehicles off the road this year during their annual inspection that were deemed just not feasible or financially feasible to fix this year. So we sold those at auction, took those off the road. The current vendor did not want to take those in trade. They saw no value in taking them as trade, so we sold those units at auction. So we would move these units to the back line, and it'll take about a year, maybe a little over a year to get these new ones in.
And as a follow-up to that, these are obviously brand new. We know the driving off the lot, all of a sudden they lose their value. Was there any talk about like the potential of looking at used vehicles, or was part of the whole state bid contracting that it had to be?
So there is times, if it meets the specifications for what we're looking for, we'll buy a leftover vehicle. We have done that. For these vehicles, there was no currently any leftover vehicles for that, just because of the specifications for the body that we put on them for the surface body package.
Awesome. Thank you for the due diligence on that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, Mr.
Alderman
Mayor,
O'Brien.
thank you. I'm looking, and this is the purchase of two with uplift packages. Is that a lift gate, is what you're talking about?
No lift gates on these. They're just, they're like mechanic service bodies. It's like a big toolbox, utility body. So it'll carry tools, different various things that they'll use for sprinkler systems, nuts, bolts, zip ties, tape, regular standard hand tools, maybe some power tools. The trucks are all equipped with an inverter to charge the batteries for those cordless tools, or corded tools if they need to run a corded tool. They're F-350s, so they can hold like a pallet of bricks in the back if they need to get to somewhere to build something, lumber and things like that.
That's why you need a lift gate. But I'm good with it, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, just
Alderman Dow.
curious, when we get those vehicles like that, do we have them rust-proofed?
We'll either do it from the dealer, or we do have the capabilities to do that in-house when manpower is available.
And these have a bed in the back?
They are lined. They have
They are
that
lined.
protective liner
Perfect.
in the bed, yes.
Perfect.
Commissioner Spitia.
Not super germane, but kind of germane. How are we doing with our fleet for snowplows?
As far as readiness, we're about 70% as of today.
Good to know.
We're running everything through the shop still. We are 3 technicians short in the shop, so we are doing the best we can. We are a tad bit behind, but we will be ready for snow.
Great. Thank you. You're welcome.
Mr. Mayor?
Alderman O'Brien.
Yeah, the other day, Tuesday, I think it was, I went to work out at the Y, and there's your fleet lined up. They have plows on it, and spreaders in the back. It's raining out, and I got scared. I said, do they know something on the weather? I don't know. But I assume you're practicing already to get the equipment ready for the winter,
Yep.
which is outstanding, you know?
Whether it's raining or snowing, we have to get the equipment ready. So if we're out there in the weather, we still have to get the equipment ready to go. So, yep, rain or shine, we're out there getting everything ready to go.
Well, I thank you for that, but you scared the heck out of me.
I apologize for the fear.
All right, well, we still have a pending motion, which is item B. All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much. So now we'll go on to engineering. Item A, Commissioner Spitia.
Move to approve the sewer service permits and fees as submitted.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item B, Commissioner Shea.
I move to approve the poll license petition as listed in the staff report.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item C, Commissioner Gregg.
I move to approve the award of the construction contract for Tinker Road guardrail installation to CWS Fence and Guardrail of Andover, New Hampshire, in the amount of $27,350. Funding is through 161 Streets, Fund General, Account Classification 71, Equipment.
Good afternoon, Dan Hudson, City Engineer. So Tinker Road contains a very sharp corner in the vicinity of number 360. It's been the site, unfortunately, of a number of serious crashes over the past few years. including at least one that had multiple fatalities. We have taken a lot of measures to improve the safety by putting up signs. We've regraded the shoulder. We put some jersey barriers there as a temporary measure, but this location is longing for a permanent treatment. So we bid out installation of guardrail and received one bid from CWS Fence and Guardrail of Andover. There's only a few guardrail contractors really that do work in New England. CWS is one of them, probably does the most work of the ones that I'm aware of. And the bid was in line with other bids we've seen for other projects. So we're recommending award of this contract to CWS.
Alderman Dow.
Get my vote. But you guys did a phenomenal job in attacking that issue head-on quickly, and the people on Preserve Drive are absolutely ecstatic because they feel so much safer.
Good, thank you. And thanks to the street department. They were great in making those improvements and mobilizing those barriers to address the situation where people are running off the road and into the backyards of the neighboring community there on Preserve Drive.
And what's the timing on installation?
It's a good question. We have to work with them, work into their schedule, so I'm not exactly sure. I don't have a deadline for that yet, but we'll get it up as soon as we can.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Next item, Commissioner Spezia.
Move to approve change order number 4 to the Greeley Park Stonehouse Improvements Project in the amount not to exceed $14,592.48. Funding will be through Department 177 Parks Fund General Activity Greeley Park Improvements.
So this project is going along well. You may have been by and seen the roof missing, the tiles. The new ones are coming, rest assured. But there's a lot of other work that's been occurring in that project. And over the construction, there's been a series of small change orders. We've had 3 to date, totaling $19,341.30. This fourth change order that we are seeking to approve kicks us over the $25,000 amount, which triggers your review and Finance Committee review. So we're seeking approval of that. The changes to date, change order 1, we separated some of the water distribution system in the utility room for the various uses. We extended the water service to the waiting pool. Change order 2, relocate electric meter per Eversource requirements, installed conduit, added a vertical grab bar in the bathroom per building department, installed some other facilities. Change order 3, we replaced some timber blocking on the roof tile due to some additional damage greater than we expected when we started. And this current change order is to install a tempered water system for the sinks, because that's required per building department, and purchase and installation of 2 lighting foundations. There was some old utility pole mounted lights in the vicinity of the stone house, and we're replacing those with some decorative lighting. So be happy to address any additional questions.
Commissioner Shea.
So that building is like, or as it has been, is kind of like uplit in the, is that going to be a similar, are those the lights you're talking about? And is it going to be a similar
No.
arrangement?
No, the lights I'm referring to are, they're, poles, single pole lights for the area outside of the building. We are improving the lighting inside the stone house, so in the, I don't know what you call it, the porch sort of area, the first area when you walk up into the building around the fountain there. There'll be some better lighting in that area, which is downlit. I'm not personally familiar with the uplighting, but it's something we can review, whether that should remain or not when we're all done. Once we get everything up to working condition and lit up, then we can reassess if anything should be changed.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. I know one of the topics that we've covered is light pollution, and I want to say it's a ground light, but it could have been on an adjacent lamp post. It's kind of like a big old halogen type of fixture. And depending on what the new lighting is like, that might be something that we could lose or shield in a way that reduces the light pollution. So, appreciate it.
All right, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. We have item E, Commissioner Shea.
I move to approve change order number 3 to the 2025 sewer replacement project, Contract 1 with Crisp Contracting of Nashua, New Hampshire, in the amount not to exceed $1 million. Funding will be through 169 wastewater fund bond activity sewer rehab.
So we had bid out 2025 sewer replacement contract. Chris was a low bidder. You know, we had entered into a contract with them this year for, to the tune of $810,830. They've been performing well. We're seeking to, and they've nearly expended all that funding. We're seeking to change order in $1 million so that we can continue the work we're doing. It'll carry us well into next year. To continue the work they're doing. They've been doing things such as, we have this extensive CCTV and then pipelining work we're doing. As we prep pipes for lining, we realize there's some of the manhole covers have been buried, they need to be raised to grade. Sometimes there's long runs of pipe that didn't have a manhole in them, or we need to add a manhole to facilitate that work. So they've been doing that kind of work, as well as Chris helps us with emergency repairs as they come up. You know, if we have a collapsed sewer main, which we still have occasionally, they would mobilize and take care of that for us. So, and they've done some of that work this year. So that's what our request is, to extend this contract at the, you know, within the purchase policy rate increases, if any, from their bid this year. Be happy to address any questions.
Anyone?
And
Go ahead. Commissioner Shea.
They're a company in good standing at the Attorney
Yes.
General's office. Yes.
yes, did they shoot up to Concord
Today,
real quick?
yeah, there was an
Good.
issue that was resolved today.
Yeah, that kind of stuff gets
Yeah, it
missed
was
all the time.
yeah.
And I am really appreciative that we were able to get it resolved and didn't have to delay the item, and
Yeah.
That's good, but that's not what my question is
Oh,
about.
okay, I'm
I
sorry.
surmise that from these
Okay,
notes here.
good. Okay, good. Sorry.
But thank you. I just want to confirm my understanding of this, that the 169 wastewater fund is from user fees. Is that correct?
That's correct. This is funded from sewer bonds. So yeah, we pull annual bond. That's, I guess, the accounting that it runs through. But this is sewer bond, which is paid through sewer user rates.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All those in favor of the motion say aye. Motion passes. We're on to administration, and what we have is the director's report.
So this first slide shows RWC installing under drain on Nutmeg Drive on October 6th to address historic drainage and icing issues. City engineer just spoke a little bit about the Greeley Park Stonehouse renovations. Cobb Hill construction is completing renovation. They've recently started painting, roofing, and installation of new fixtures in the bathrooms, as shown in these photos from October 13th. Moran's Landscaping is shown installing loam in Bicentennial Park on October 6th, and concrete pavers in Renaissance Park on October 16th. If you haven't been down there, look, it's coming along really nice. A new swing was installed at Belvedere Park, and also some new playground mulch. All three, you'll probably recall about the epoxy on the floors. All three of our city pool locker rooms have had the epoxy applied, and they look great. The Parks Department will be very busy well into the fall with aerification, overseeding, and other field work. This is Lincoln Park being aerated. The Parks Department replanted the landscape bed in front of the library walk and Oddfellows. This is the Parks Department cutting out a worn-out area and resodding it at Holman Stadium. We had a huge turnout for Boo Bash, over 4,000 people. It was a beautiful day last Saturday. There's a haunted house, trunk or treat, pumpkin decorating, hayride, and a fun maze. And thanks to Alderman Klee for her help with our haunted house. We have over 700 boys and girls registered for our 25-26 season of Biddy basketball. Evaluations and drafts began this week, and the season will begin in November. We have 2 trips planned this fall. The first is to see the Celtics play on October 29th, and the second is a holiday season trip to New York City, which is on December 13th. The Celtics trip is $150 per person and includes the ticket and coach bus ride to Boston. And the New York City trip is $90 and includes the round-trip coach bus ride to the city, and there are still seats available for both of these trips. Our annual June Karen Senior Outing, which features lunch, entertainment, and raffle prizes, will be held on Sunday, November 2nd at the Courtyard Marriott in Nashua from 12 to 2. And this, of course, is a free event to all residents who are over 60 years old. And it sold out. We've sold 250 tickets, so it's always extremely popular. So it actually sold out within the first 10 days that they were available. So it's a great event. Folks love it. As the year draws to a close, we want to thank our local businesses that support us each year so we can offer our extensive summer fun program. And I just would like to name them because we do appreciate their support. Hazy Ice Cream, Triangle Credit Union, Pennachuck, Nashua Silver Knights, Ace Hardware, Clear Choice MD, Johnson's Electric, Harvey, Warren's, Ultiplay, Continental Paving, Eaton and Berube, Giant of Siam, and Smith Plumbing and Heating. So thank you for your support. The street department crew paved Simon Street following DOT's recent paving of the Everett Turnpike, which created a smooth transition off the highway. The street department crew installed the pillars for the new rapid flashing beacons at 100 Concord Street, enhancing pedestrian visibility and safety. The street department crew worked on a sinkhole at the catch basin in the parking lot of Bicentennial School. The structure was unsafe and required immediate attention. The street department crew repaired a long stretch of sidewalk at 43 Parish Hill Drive. The sidewalk was in poor condition and had become a trip hazard. We continue our citywide effort to cut back overgrown brush. This crew is on Revere Street cleaning overgrowth using the mulcher head attached to our mini excavator. Our street department crews repaired the sidewalk at 51 Temple Street, making it ADA compliant. Again, the structure had deteriorated and become a safety hazard. This is the repair of a washout at 32 Sullivan Street that had affected a resident's side yard. We added some fill and restored the area to improve safety for both the property and the roadway. The street department was at 200 Daniel Webster Highway near Fun World, restoring another section of sidewalk to a safe and passable condition. This, again, you can tell how busy the street department is. They completed 3 manhole repairs along the Riverwalk downtown behind the library and Temple Street. Our welder fabricated a custom leaf box for one of the Parks Department trucks to maximize capacity, ensure efficiency during fall cleanup. So this is just one of the many great things that our welder can do, very talented. Our fleet team, as you had mentioned, asked about Commissioner Spedia, they're performing maintenance on all of our vehicles now. This is one of our trackless sidewalk plows to ensure that we're ready for the winter. Residents with hazardous waste to dispose of can attend the last household hazardous waste collection for 2025, which will be at Crown Street on Saturday, November 8th from 8 to noon. We will be having extended hours for soft yard waste drop-off. The landfill will be open from 8 to 4 on Saturday, November 8th, 15th, 16th, 22nd, and 29th for residents to drop off soft yard waste. The Four Hills landfill will be closed on Tuesday, November 11th in observance of Veterans Day. Curbside collection will be delayed by 1 day that week. And also, the Four Hills landfill will be closed on Thursday, November 27th for Thanksgiving, and curbside collections for Thursday and Friday routes will be delayed by 1 day. And that's it. Any questions?
All right. Thank you very much. Commissioners' comments. Do any commissioners have comments? Commissioner
Yeah, I just want to say I saw the construction along Kinsley Street. I think a lot of folks have noticed it, but I'm really thankful that the ballards are being put in. I think some people like to treat Kinsley Street like a highway and go above the speed limit quite often. So I think traffic calming measures along that street will be very helpful, and because there are a lot of residents who live on that street. So excited to see. I was very excited to see when they first got. I remember when we approved it, and now seeing it being put in. I'm really excited for that. So thank you.
Commissioner Gregg.
Sorry, didn't know if I had to be called on, so. So we were actually canvassing near the Janats area, the Holman Stadium area on Sargent's. And Sargent's in Campanella has a playground, kind of in that area, like right near Holman Stadium on Sargent's Ave.
Yes.
And one of the, we heard enough from people in that area that they were super concerned about the barrier. So the way that it kind of works is it's basically like these posts with a pole that goes through the posts all the
Mhm.
way across it, and it's high enough so that a kid could literally just run into traffic. And it's been, I guess, a point of concern for those folks in that area to see whether or not there could be some sort of fence or something that's actually put in there just to give a little bit more protection around that. I just thought it was interesting that we heard, not from one person, not from two, but probably about 15 in that area, that they were super concerned about that barrier being the design that it was. So I just wanted to bring it up
Okay.
to Public Works and folks,
Sure.
to at least take a look at it, analyze it, see if there's anything that we can do. It looks like whatever was, I mean, it almost looks like they were like the old horse posts. I don't know how long they've actually been there, but they've obviously been there for quite some time, where
Yeah.
there's just like kind of a pole that was just put through it to connect them. But yeah, I would love it if somebody could do an analysis there, because
Sure.
we definitely heard enough from that group, from that area, that like they'd love something else.
Okay,
Cool, appreciate it.
thank you for letting us know. We'll
Yeah.
look into it.
I have a picture of it too that I can send you.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because that is one of my favorite playgrounds. I love that playground, and I never see any kids playing there, so it's good to hear. Obviously, there are some,
Might be the reason.
some families using it, so
No,
that's good.
No, kids definitely play there.
Yeah, I rarely see kids playing there for some reason, but that's great.
Well, the kids are getting bigger then.
Well, I think there's a shift in
I
the
mean, they were
neighborhood
bigger in the
sometimes,
past, you know.
where there's less smaller children probably, but I'm glad to hear kids are using it, because it is a
Yeah.
great playground.
Commissioners' comments?
No, thank you.
All right. Thank you. Personnel. Item A, Commissioner Gregg.
I move to approve and unseal the non-public minutes for personnel from the Board of Public Works meeting of September 30th, 2025.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item B, Commissioner Spitia.
Move to approve the creation of a second solid waste assistant. The hourly wage for this position will be $24.94. Funding will be through Department 168 Solid Waste Fund, Solid Waste Account Classification 51 Salaries and Wages.
Mr. LaFleur?
Jeff LaFleur, Superintendent of Solid Waste. I don't know if you remember back when we were doing the budget, I actually budgeted for this position, stating that the state of New Hampshire is, requiring us to do a lot more litter pickup in the landfill. This is the actual creation of the position. I had to go through, the collective bargaining unit to get this approved. We did all that, so we're ready to move forward and fill this position to get us going.
All right, all those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item C, Commissioner Shea.
I move to accept the retirement of Jeff Courier. His last day will be October 31st, 2025.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Now, we have a scheduled non-public session. Commissioner Shea.
I move by roll call that the board go into non-public session pursuant to RSA 91-A3 2B, the hiring of any person as a public employee.
Commissioner Shea?
Yes.
Commissioner Gregg?
Yes.
Commissioner Spedia?
Yes.
Mayor Donches?
Yes. All right, motion passes. We're going to go into non-public session.
Public.
All right, sorry. All right, we're back in public session. We need a motion, I believe, Commissioner Shea.
I move by roll call to seal the minutes of the Board of Public Works Personnel non-public meeting of October 23rd, 2025, until such time as the majority of the board votes that the purpose of the confidentiality would no longer be served.
Commissioner Shea?
Yes.
Commissioner Gregg?
Yes.
Commissioner Spedia?
Yes.
Mayor Donches?
Yes, motion passes. Now we are back in public session, or we're already in public session, but the next motion is, unless anyone wants to add anything, the next motion would be a motion to adjourn. Commissioner Shea.
I motion to adjourn.
All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes, and the meeting of the Board of Public Works is adjourned at 4:47 or 4:48 PM.